have here is a failure to Ensinkerate. This is my brother's sink, and the garbage disposal, which was put in 1995, has finally succumbed to not working. So today we're going to have an adventure and see if we can replace it with a working one. And you all are going to enjoy this video, I hope. All right, see you in the next part. So before I arrived here at my brother's, he had researched the garbage disposal that's here and found the same make and model and ordered it. So the installation process potentially this is going to be easy. The main thing for y'all, if you are having to replace a garbage disposal, would be to research the one that you've got and look for something as close to that as possible. Okay, so this is what it looks like under the sink. Now, the one good thing about the way this was plumbed is there's a dishwasher, and it is not connected to the garbage disposal. Some situations have the dishwasher plumbed in with the garbage disposal, and that would make this process not so much fun. And all we actually have to do, see that right there? We just need to unplug it, and the new one is the same way. It's just a plug-in. So that's another good thing to know. If you're having to wire something in, then y'all are gonna have to kill the power. Otherwise, could be water and electricity. Not a good combination. All right, we're gonna get started here. Hold on. So the first variable I'm seeing is the pipe that connects the garbage disposal to the drain assembly is quite long. The attachment that they sent us is just this short piece, so we're not going to be able to use that. However, the clamp assembly, which is right there, is the same, so we will be reusing this bigger piece of piping, hopefully. So here they're talking about if it wasn't a proper fit, you might need to trim the discharge tube. However, that's not our situation. And then they were saying also that although the supply discharge tube is preferred, a straight discharge tube may be used, and that's going to be our situation here. So the first thing that's happening is my brother's unplugging this crazy thing. Okay, we got that. Okay. Additionally, because our discharge pipe on this unit is this long thing, before we can disconnect the garbage disposal from under the sink, we're going to have to take this part off, and we're going to have to take that part off. In the directions, they don't say to take that part off because they have a very short unit that's connected to one of the air lock, the U-shaped plumbing parts. So our disassembly is going to be just a little bit different. My brother's gone to get some rags and old towels to just lay on the floor in case whatever liquid is in there would become spilling out. Hopefully the majority of it will just go in this bucket. Okay, here we go. So the first thing is to unscrew that piece right there. It's probably going to be some water.
They got Teflon tape.
Yeah, that's normal. That's to prevent any leaks. All right, and now you're going to go over there with a screwdriver and take that out. And I'm not going to film the whole thing because I get in the way and won't be able to hold the light for you. But I'll be back in just a moment when we get this out. Hold on. Brother, just loosen that. Loosen that. We've got a little bit of water dripping into the bucket. We're going to get this thing out of the way and then go on to the next step. Hold on. Okay, here comes the moment of truth. My brother's going to try and use this wrench and see if this thing will come loose. We put a few things underneath to support it because these units are heavy. Okay, action! It's turning, it's turning. Is it coming free?
It's free.
It's free. Woohoo! All right, I got to stop filming because I got to help him. Hold on. So here's the old yucky unit. And here's the new one, and so we are basically ready to reinsert this once we do a little cleaning right in there. Make sure that that's good to go. So the old Teflon tape is needing to come off because it was pretty shredded. Whilst we cleaned around that unit there, we've chosen not to put the new one in because My brother has had no leaks where the putty connects this into the sink, so we're just going to leave the old unit in place and go forward. Okay, so I'm just going to go ahead and put the new Teflon tape on, and the way that this twists on, you got to think about how the plumbing parts screw together. So it had come off this way, so it needs to go on, so it would come off the same way, and when the lock nut of the plumbing gets put on here, it's gonna stick, and I can't do this with one hand. There we go. Okay, so we're looking at the side of the garbage disposal. This part right here would get popped out if this was going to be connected to the dishwasher. We don't have to worry about that because the dishwasher is plumbed separately. But we do have to put something right there. My brother's got a small gasket that's going to fit in there, and then that's where the plumbing pipe will attach to this unit, and then we'll be reassembling it to the sink. Here we go. Okay, so we're reattaching the long pipe to the unit. Get it nice and snug, holding the little gaskety thing in place. Well, we just discovered something. As we tried to fit the new unit onto the old attachment, we discovered that the new unit, can you all see that little point there, how it kind of points down? And on this one, it doesn't flare down like that, so that's why it wasn't grabbing. And then the other thing is the depth of this new unit is deeper than the old one, so we are change of plans. We do actually have to remove this, so we gotta look now for some putty. We'll be back in a few moments. Hold on. Okay, we're not exactly ready for a nap under here, but in order to have a level surface to lie on, my brother decided to go get some pillows so that his back doesn't have to drape over the edge of the hard cabinet, and he can get up in there where he's gonna have to take those screws off so we can disassemble this unit. Hang in. Okay, so my brother removed the 3 screws and the snap ring from this thing so we could get it off. And now we're gonna go up top and start prying on this and get you can see a little bit of a putty on there, maybe. We gotta get that apart so we can remove this from the sink. Okay, here we go. Okay, so he just got the inside out. Now we just need to clean off all the yuck. When you were kids and you used to make snakes, that's my task right now, making a putty snake. Okay, so went ahead and put the putty ring around the flange. Well, my brother's got all the old putty off the sink, so we're getting closer to putting this thing back together. Okay, we're about to reassemble this. So my brother has got the gasket in place and the mounting plate, and this that has the screws on it, and I don't know, can you all see? Can get to where you can see. Well, right in there where I'm pointing at, that's where the spring clip goes in, and so he's got that in there. And we're looking at the fact that we want to be able to grab onto this little edge with the garbage disposal when we lock it in place. So we think that we've got it lined up where it needs to be. So now all he has to do is just tighten these screws. I'm gonna get out of here so he can do that. All right. We're turning the unit. Once the metal is attached, you have to turn the lower part of the unit to line up with the plumbing features. We took this apart twice because we thought we had to readjust this metal up here, and actually we found out that the whole unit turns. So very important point in the video. Once you get your metal flange things in place below the sink, they're fine. Don't move them. Just know that when you get them locked on, when you get the garbage disposal locked on to the metal flanges, the garbage disposal itself will turn so you can line it up with your plumbing. Phew! Okay, next step. You can't see him, but he's on the other side of the exit pipe, tightening a screw. He'll be on this side in just a moment. Tightening the screws that hold the flange in place, that has the rubber gasket that seals the exit from the garbage disposal. All right, he's gonna finish tightening up and we'll be back in a moment. Okay, we're putting water in the sink. We're gonna see if there's any leaks going on. To be on the safe side, we have put buckets under here, both locations, just in case the Teflon doesn't hold or if we didn't seal something correctly in that spot right there. Anything's gonna leak. We're gonna just wait a few minutes and then we'll see if we've succeeded in putting in a good garbage disposal. Water running in the sink. We think we have dry under the sink, and now my brother is going to turn the garbage disposal on and wow, it seems to be purring.
That was different than the other ones, right? That was good, I guess.
That's good. All right, I'm gonna look under here, but just make sure nothing weird is going on. That flashlight, lost it again. Anything leaking there? Don't see anything leaking there. By golly, I think we've done it. Woo-hoo! Brother just put the little sticker right there, so if it ever needs to be replaced again, it's easy to read what the heck it is, unlike the one that was in there where they didn't put the sticker someplace you could read it. Okay.
Garbage disposal has been installed, and now my sister's just kind of hanging around.
What a fun day. Woo-hoo!